Okay, so you're in, near total control or a lot of control of that on-page thing. So I can see how you can you can further tweak it in terms of on-page. What on more the off-page stuff? What might you be either guiding other people to do or working on yourself?
Well, with the off-page, we don't really have much in the way of Web 2 functionality. So for a start, although we did at the start of the course, we had just kind of got a Facebook page up and it was doing nothing. It was just kind of sat there, and the blog was up, and we were getting 2 or 3 posts a month by the MD. But the posts weren't really that relevant, and there weren't enough of them, and we weren't really linking well into like the Web 2 sort of sites of all the mashups and all the all the social bookmarking tools, and especially the ones which are completely blog related, where they give people feeds of things so that you can get the site looked at a lot more through that way. And with regards to the Facebook, it's more just about getting people in there who are actually going to talk about stuff and become sort of passionate about the product and about the business. So we're planning on basically sort of trapping people who give us really good comments, and trying to find them on Facebook and start to get them into there.
I think the issue that for me around that is that you need to find people who are passionate about what flowers do, as opposed to your business necessarily, and then you kind of position them around you, and perhaps that's why possibly the Facebook thing is a little bit kind of product and business focused as opposed to
that's exactly what it was to start with. We're trying to step away from that bit, because to start off with it was just basically full of product photos, whereas now it's got a bit more of sort of the staff messing about, like on the Birds Wear Pink Day and like the grand opening we had earlier this year. So we've made it a bit more people based.
Superb.
But for other off-site content, there's, as mentioned, we have a relatively low page rank, and although being a product site, that's in a way to be expected with the way that Google works now, it could definitely be improved with article content, with linking to other article content and then linking us back, having reciprocals of some kind. But the main 2 things is having the authority in the hub linkage.
So you're going to explore that a bit more?
Yeah, basically trying to find places where people go for information, and there's a lot of traffic going there, and because of the fact it has this high authority, it's not only the site itself which is well looked at, it's well linked from other sites which are well looked at, such as all these mashups and things, and that's where the high traffic values really start to come in. And also the hub linkage, basically sites which have lots of links which people use to find resources.
Yeah, I mean, you've got an opportunity to become both a hub and an authority. Your hub, in that you could refer links to great links to authoritative sites, and you could become the hub, referring people to how to create a great special occasion kind of thing. But also, if you're more sort of prolific in your content in terms of the sort of the flower range and all the other ideas that you were talking about extra content, then you could rise as an authority. Particularly if you've got this kind of siloing thing already happening. Just sort of exploit that a little bit better. Excellent. So how are you what are you measuring then? How are you measuring all of this, and what are your kind of main metrics that you're interested in?
We do a fair amount of analytics at the moment, although it's increased several-fold in recent times. We do use Google Analytics to get like bounce back figures and see exactly where people are clicking on our pages, which has helped us move these about. And as I said before, we kind of start messing about with these, and I think it's quite likely we're going to start messing around with the ones at the bottom a bit more, just to get things moved into positions where they should be, and basically things which will inspire consumer sort of confidence to be in a position which will be viewed early on once they hit the page. We also use a lot of our own reports which we've built ourselves, such as seeing where all our referrals are coming from, and for the A/B testing. So it's all tested and conversions tested, so whenever something changes we do have these metrics to look at to change things. And as well as all the metrics to do with our actual site ourselves, we're starting to look at the actual comparisons using online tools with other sites and basically seeing where we compare on certain
that's
points.
a great thing to do. I very much sense from your business that you're kind of open to experimentation and understand the need for a constant sort of iterative improvement in what you do. So I don't doubt that you're going to sort of go on from strength to strength on this point. So standout moments, if there were any, and where we go from here. A couple of things that you're going to, right, this is where I'm going with.
Well, the two main areas of where to go is basically one, PPC improvements being taken over by the SEO, and two, simply the fact that it is so easy to play around and make more money out of the same site in a way. You know, it's only small changes which make a significant difference.
Yeah.
And we do have a good working site, so it's not like we're going to start from scratch. But little things are really going to help in the future, I think.
Fantastic. Excellent. Any questions?
I think they've been asked.
Been asked already. Come on, give him a techie uber geek one. What piece of advice would you have for more of a kind of you know, a kind of developer's perspective on SEO? You know, you've got some sort of plans. What would you say to other people that, you know, you need to think about this, even if it's a sort of static site? Because you're looking at quite some sort of code developer.
I think a fall down with a lot of developers is forgetting about the design stage almost completely. They think more about the end functionality than how people will interact with that functionality in a way, and especially when it comes to how search engines are going to look at it.
Right.
It's always going to be good to go through actual design exercises and mock up your site first and think about how that's going to work and where everything's going to be.
That kind of usability thing. And,
yeah, and once all that's done, then you can actually seriously start breaking it down into the individual problems and develop all the different parts of it.
Excellent. Yeah, I think I agree with that, because there's a lot of people who just want to sort of dive in and straight into the design side or the coding side. And actually, you need to stop and think, right, is this going to do the job? Is this the best way of doing it? You know, so excellent, fantastic. Cheers, eMark.